Well, hot damn, folks, we got some brand new news about The Last of Us. This is breaking news. This story just came out like 2 hours ago. And yes, some brand new information about The Last of Us and where they're going to be filming for Season 2. So we're going to get into that after the intro. Well, don't forget my peeps to like and subscribe. And yes, Deadline just broke a new Deadline just broke. And yes, Deadline just broke some new information that the official location for The Last of Us Season 2 has been announced, and it's not where you think. As someone who lives in Calgary, it seems like it will not be in Calgary. This is an exclusive from Deadline. The Last of Us has zeroed in on its home base for Season 2. The HBO drama will set up shop in Vancouver for the continuing saga of Joel and Ellie, who may be civilization's last hope after a global pandemic. Not anymore. Fans of the 2013 game that inspired knows that a significant part of the story in Part 2 takes place in the Pacific Northwest. HBO has yet to share details about the upcoming story. Filming of the first season kicked off in July of 2021 in Calgary, Alberta. Different locations within the Canadian province level for Texas, Wyoming, Missouri, and for the apocalyptic drama. After just 2 episodes, HBO renewed The Last of Us for a second season. It scored the second largest premiere after House of the Dragon since Boardwalk Empire's launch in 2010. While talking to reporters before the finale, creators Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann explained why viewers saw fewer and fewer infected people as the first season went on. I will say that even though were given a green light for a season of television, Neil and I felt like we couldn't just make a season of television without considering what would come after. Mazin said, "There is more of The Last of Us to come. I think the balance is not always just about within an episode or even episode to episode, but season to season. It's quite possible there will be a lot more infected later." Well, there you have it, folks. It is official. The second season of HBO's The Last of Us will be filmed in Vancouver. Though it is possible they could shoot in Canmore again for any scenes in Jackson, unless they just totally redo the set anyways. And so yeah, they could definitely still shoot in Canmore for any Jackson, because there's moments in Part 2 where they're in Jackson a lot more. But I don't think it's during the winter, so maybe that won't matter. It'd be a lot harder to find snow in Vancouver, that's for sure. Well, that's it. That's the new. The Last of Us is going to be shooting in Vancouver. We don't know when yet. Probably within the next year or two, they're going to start, if they're already picking on locations. I say within the next year or two, they're going to start shooting in Vancouver. That's a bummer for me, because I live in Calgary, and I was hoping to be able to visit the sets again like I did for the first season. So that's kind of a shame, because that was like a lot of good information for me to, drop on my channel. But oh well, we know there's a second season, and we know it'll be coming out in a few years, so that's exciting. Does this tell us a whole lot about the story? No, but because I play game 2, I already know what's going to happen. But I ain't going to tell y'all, because if you didn't play the game, you don't know. But what do you guys think? Do you care at all where it's going to be shot? I mean, if you don't live in Canada or any of these places, it doesn't really affect you. If you're in Vancouver, as someone who used to live in Vancouver, there's productions going around in that city all the time, everywhere. So it's kind of a regular thing to walk upon a production being shot somewhere downtown. I don't see them shooting anywhere in the downtown area very much. Maybe a few spots, but they're going to be shooting a lot more stuff in the woods probably, and a lot more things near the water, on the water. Who knows? We'll see. It's always exciting to get more Last of Us information. What do you guys think about this? Do you care at all? Let me know what you think below. Thanks for watching.